Okay. Shout out Kanika. Shout out Indy. Mama T, shout out.
Oh my gosh, I know what it was too. It's raining. So that soft music, a full belly, and
You know we live, right?
oh my gosh. No, I did not know that.
Uh,
Thanks, Steve.
huh?
Thanks.
I told you that we live.
No, I wasn't in the room. Oh, he is funny.
I told you that we live now. Didn't catch you sleeping, did I? Shout out Lisa. Shout out Empress. Shout out family. Welcome back. Nice to have y'all back up in here again. If y'all can hear my audio, go ahead and put a one in the chat for me. As you know, earlier we came up in here just to check out the equipment, just to run a few tests to see where we going with this. Shout out Juicy. Shout out Indy. What's going on? You good? Hello, can you hear my volume?
Yes, I'm good.
You good? Yeah.
Hi, Peep Patrol. Peep try, Peep try to get somebody slipping.
Shout out Zernice. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. Blessed and highly favored up in here. Shout out cousin Blessed, cousin Juicy up in here. Yeah, as we was saying earlier, the thing about it's nice to have the family participate when we doing these presentation. Now, we want this here when we make these videos. There's sometimes we don't know who will watch these videos. It's not about getting 1,000 views. If we get 10 views, maybe one person out of the 10 will be the right person to see the video. So when we do make these videos, we want to try to make them as professional, halfway professional as possible, so that it won't be a turn off to whoever is viewing the video to maybe pick up on the information. So when we do have the family up in here, excuse me, to help out with the presentation, we got to remember we need to cut out all as much of the background noise as possible. Like you see, like how Indy up here with me, and like I said, Indy been rocking with me from day one, man. And she's a professional type person. I love that about her. She tries, if there is something going on, she'll mute her mic. If she got to take care of something, she'll mute her mic, but she'll still hear though. You know what I'm saying though? You ain't even know when she drop out or drop back in. So when you do come up here on the calls, if you have any extra noise going on and you can avoid, if all you have to do is just, if you're not talking at the moment, you can mute your mic, mute your phone, and still be listening in. And the main thing is to avoid, we don't want to have the echo, we don't want to have all the unnecessary stuff that'll make the videos not be presentable to where they'll be turned off, to where people won't listen to the videos. We want to try to halfway make them professional anyway, so that we can get our point across. As we was discussing earlier, we we back on report number 2. We starting from the scratch because that's how I believe in myself, is to never give up on in life. So it's not just about showing videos and making up stories. It's about pointing out facts. Is about pointing out facts to the best of our ability. So we're gonna go back to the report and try to match the report up with the videos. And like I said, time, even though we know that all the timing is off, all the timing was manipulated and recreated to fit the narratives, because that's how these folks roll. So, as we can remember, I left the first video up because it was a test video, so that we can learn from our mistakes. As long as you have headphones on, and you can turn your volume all the way up as long as you have headphones on, it won't cause a feedback. But if you're listening to your device out loud while you're trying to communicate live, it's going to cause disturbancy and it'll be a turn off. So maybe I'm going to have to help us out with some headphones. I don't know. But I'd like to have folks to participate with us up here, just like help India out. So, back her up, you know what I'm saying, though? Because, you know, that's the goal. Can y'all still hear me, though? Indy, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You see, I got this software here so that we all can utilize it. It should be a free call. So if a person call up here, and I don't want no one to feel disrespected, or my job is not to hurt anyone's feelings or disrespect anyone. But if we ever up here and we have a few folks up here discussing any matter, and we find out that there is something going on that's really throwing off the video and stuff, I might have to eject the person who the you know the extra stuff is coming from. I don't want the person to feel like I'm being mean or anything, but we want to, you know, have the videos tolerably, you know what I'm saying? But I want folks to feel free to call up in here and participate. But anyways, enough of that. Just remember, use your headphones. You just whenever you come up, use your headphones, hit YouTube. You can watch what's going on and hear what's going on through your headphone. And if you have one of those headphones with the speaker mic on it, all you got to do is just talk. And it works just like you talking on the phone with your headphone and hearing, everybody can hear each other. And we don't hear echo, feedback, and all that other stuff. But anyways, what we where we at right now is where we at right now is report number 2. Report number 2, entered 9/9/2017. One of the key factor that I want to point out in report number 2 is right here, right here, right here in this video, dated 2017, the 9th day, the 9th month, it is now 4:56. As we play this video, first of all, let me check something out. This guy here, let's see this guy. We don't know what to make of this guy. We don't know if he is, first of all, let me see if I can zoom in. Am I breaking up, Indy? Am I breaking up when I zoom in?
No.
Okay, good. Well, working that out. Now, you see how discombobulated this guy is? When you look at this guy, look how discombobulated his face is. You can't see a face. Let me back him up a little bit. It is now 4:56. There was some movements down here. According to this time up here, it says 4:56. But let me back that up a little bit more. Let's roll it from there, 4:58. Who is this guy? Do you remember his name, Indy? See if the folks in the audience know his name. What's his name? Is his name Killer?
I don't. Do you guys remember his name?
What's this guy's name?
That's wrong.
Do you
I
guys
don't remember his name.
look in the chat, see if they know his name.
Not yet. Killer. Letha Brawley said killer.
Are they in the truck? I think that these are in the truck. Um, yeah,
They said somebody said Vanessa Jones says Taffy, Marcella Eubanks said killer. Letha Brawley said killer.
I think he go by the name Killer.
Said killer. She think killer.
Is that what his name is, Killer? Okay, well, they got him here by their time stamp to 4:32. But we ain't gonna worry about that, right? For right now. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Let's roll it. We'll get back to him later. Let's speed it up to right about 5 o'clock. I see some other movements back there too. But wait a minute, before this old man come walking around here, okay, that's Killer right there, right?
I was like, can we zoom into the all the way where your arrow is? Can we zoom in?
Yeah, yeah, give me a second. Okay, back there, 434. Give me a second. All right, 432. Okay, that's him coming up, okay? That's him coming up. I think it's 434. All right, let's let it roll. Because I want to see. And while we watch these videos, keep an eye on this mirror too, on this picture frame too, over here to the right-hand side. But 434, I'm gonna, okay, so he came back and went this way. Is my mic too loud, Indy?
Mm-mm.
So,
No.
okay, he went back this way, 434. He's running. And, okay, he stopped right there.
Yeah, so I was saying, so can we go like,
Okay, he's still back there. I want to see if he came out. So right here, this is telling me that they cut a piece of this video out because Killer came back behind this, whatever this is, right? And disappeared. He didn't go that way or he didn't come back this way, but then this old man came by. What do you mean by zooming in, Indy?
can we go all the way down like to the end of that hole? Like right where you're on that pillar thing? Can we? Yeah, like go all the way.
What are you trying to see?
Just because I don't know that corner, maybe since you see how close you are, Pete, maybe we might see something. Since that's a hot spot right there.
Um, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I want to see everything else going on for right.
Oh no.
I'm just want to point out that the video has been edited right here where the time, this is where they're going to start fumbling with the time because if you notice, go back, that's Killer right there and he come and disappear behind here. He comes this way. He came from back here now. Hold up, let's go back a little bit more. 358 jump to 432. Let's make sense of this. The time is, look at the time by the Vivo Tech. Look at the Vivo Tech time. We want to oh the fuck. No, too far. I ain't worried about it. 358, right?
See how there's somebody there.
Hold up, this thing is hard to handle. 358. Okay, let's pause it here.
See? 'Cause that's what I'm saying. Who was that? That's him?
Killer right there. But what I'm trying to point out, Indy, is the time.
I know.
The time is saying 358. That's him back here at 358. But I want you to pay attention to the time, how the time is going to jump to 432 from 358. The time is going to jump from 358 to 432. Watch. Now that's that woman. That's that woman. Hold up. So hold up. Go back. Where Killer at? 329. Hold up, hold up. Now this is all screwed up. Let's get Killer back up in here. This thing seems to wear is every time where they edit. Okay, this is Killer right here. Okay, all right, hold up. The time jump a few times here. Okay, this is Killer right here. Let's get it. I want to point it out. I just don't want to say it. I want to show it. All right, 358. Or 32. Okay, let's try that again. 358, 432. You see that?
Right, and it's movement.
Yeah.
So can you? I see that the time did skip. Peep, I did see that.
I don't, I understand. We're taking it one step at a time, Indy. I don't want to be into the zoom in right now. I'm trying to point out certain facts to put out here. What I'm saying is I want to show because I'm trying to prove a point. The point is to show that the time doesn't jump 30 minutes, doesn't jump an hour. So the time has been purposely changed. Now, Irene does not have the capability and the technology to change time on a surveillance video. Okay? Right now, I'm 358 to 432. This is Killer. Okay? The time jump from 358 to 432. Okay? Then that's the first jump for right now. Okay? So this is telling me this is not the time he was here. So we need to write that time down when we see him over here. I'm saying though, we seeking justice for Kanika. We got to do it textbook style. Okay, so it's 432 now, 34 now, right? He's going back for, according to them, 432. He's back. He stopped right there. Then he come back by the pole. Then he never leaves. So right here, that's telling me that they chopped out another piece of this film right here to change the time and to put in something else. Now the time is saying 4:56. Watch the time. Now it jumped from 4:56. He's still back there. 4:56. So they cut it out and cut him in. They cut this man in here. Okay? Whatever the reason is for that, I don't know. It's 4:56, 4:57. $4.57. Now we got this man coming back this way. 4:57. He's going back up the steps. We're going to track these folks, but right now we're taking it one step at a time, see? The point is, what I'm trying to show right here, 4:59, exactly 5 o'clock. This is the point that I'm making. Okay? We need to make sure, take a screenshot of this and write this down and make a note of it. We got Shemaiah here, according to their timestamp, 5 a.m., 2017, the 9th day, the 9th month, 5 a.m., they got Shemaiah here. We need to make note of that. Okay? Now we got Monifa here. Okay. 5 o'clock, 6 minutes after 5, we got Shamaya and Monifa here. This is telling me that whoever edited this piece of video, this piece of footage, didn't get their collaboration right to match up with the police report. Because here in the police report, this is what we showing, and you can't change the facts that we got. You can't change the facts that we got from, is what they put here. This is black and white. So evidently, I need to go back to report number 1. This is why we need to see report number 1. Am I missing something here? Okay. I'm missing something here, man. Okay. What I'm trying to show here, in this here black and white report, the complainant is Leonora. The complainant also state that the friends came back to the complainant's home at approximately 0400 hours. 0400 hours with the victim's mother's vehicle. Those friends were not on the scene at the time of this report. Okay? Now, this time might not have been exact because, when you're nervous and you're being questioned, but you're going to give something in the proximity. So between 4 and say 4:30, these kids should be at Mrs. Teresa's house. They should not be on the lower level lobby stairs at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is what I'm saying. We got to take it one step at a time. We can't go around it. That's why we're gonna be going into it. Okay? Now, this would fit the narrative of some folks who would come up with the make believe stuff, make believe that they was in the hotel room, make believe that they was in the party, and make other gullible folks fall for the okey doke. You see, Rosemont already had it planned out that as long as we keep the focus on these kids, the case would never be solved. The case would never be reopened. The case would be a dead end street. And they're exactly correct about that. As long as you make these kids the main focus, is that the word focus? Indy, is that the word? How you pronounce that word? Focus?
Yeah, it's focus.
Yeah. As long as you make these kids the main focus, it would be impossible to solve this case. I'm not saying that they are completely innocent of everything or anything. I'm just saying, as long as you keep the narrative on these kids, we will never get anywhere. It's like driving in a mud pit, turning your tires and ain't getting no place. The wheels just keep turning. Now, I'm not saying that these kids are completely innocent of everything, but I can tell you one thing: they are not capable of editing any video. They are not capable of changing timestamps on videos. These surveillance videos was in the possession of the Crown Plaza, who in turn transferred it to Target, who in turn transferred it to the Rosemont police. So in a collaboration of Rosemont, Crown Plaza, Target, and the Rosemont police, in collaboration, schemed the idea of the editing and the changing of the timestamp. That's way bigger than these kids. These kids do not have the capability or the technology to edit no videos. So whoever take it upon themselves and believe a jackass, I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone, but I won't take information from a jackass. And no matter how good the information might sound, once I found a piece of lie in it, the credibility is no more good to me. And my main thing is summertime now. Chicago is hot. Everybody is ignorant. Everybody is looking to kill somebody right about now. I do not want, because of us up here saying that we seeking justice for Kanika, to get any more innocent people killed. I do not want, because we up here seeking justice for Kanika, we get any of these young ladies killed. I'm serious about that. I do not want, because we think we are seeking justice for Kanika, and we want justice for Kanika so bad, we put out information out here to get these children killed. Because believe me, the weather has changed. Some folks won't listen. No matter how much Mama T said, keep it low, hold it down. You got some little kids out here, 16 between the age of 15 and 21 years old, are real trigger happy, real willing to make a name for themselves, ready to go out and kill somebody just to make a name for themselves. We do not want no more innocent folks losing their lives behind Kanika. Okay? I'm just saying. And if we don't watch what we do, you see, the thing is, I love my life because there ain't no pussy in the grave for me. So if I do stupid shit and get myself killed, I'm not doing myself no good. Feel me? But I'm seeking justice for Kanika. So, I'm saying though, and I got to be fair with it. We need to go through the information. We need to go through the evidence. We need to line up the evidence. And we need to put out the facts as close as we can put it. We don't need to take false information from folks who make it up. Because you got some folks out here with some imagination. They can imagine you a dream. They can use their imagination and make you think that the devil is Jesus Christ. They will imagine some shit and email you some shit to make you kill your own mama. They'll have your own mama up in the goddamn party when they get done with it. You feel me? Now, the content is these videos, and the content is these narratives. And trust me, we got a lot of them. The thing is to line them up properly, to pick out the flaws and point out the undisputable flaws. Pick out the flaws and show them where they can be undisputed, where no man or woman can come and dispute the flaw that you pointed out. Once you can pick these flaws out, point them out, shame the devil. I'm saying though, nothing good comes easy. Nothing comes too quick, lasts long. There was a fellow that got arrested for a murder that he did not commit it. The police went as far as take his phone while he was in custody, while he was arrested, made several phone calls on his phone while he was incarcerated, framed this guy, took the phone to court with all this evidence. This guy has been in jail since 2014. He was arrested since 2012. Got out in bail, got back in jail 2012, found guilty of a charged murder he did not commit it. Now he's up for what you call it, parole. Is that what you call it? Or when you get a charge for murder and then you get another chance, what do they call that in the? That's not parole, is it? What is that?
Yes. Parole.
No, when you already been charged of a crime, but then you get a second chance to go back to the court with it. What do they call it? Is it you're not up for parole. You chat. When someone appeal. Yeah. Shout out Douglas. Shout out Douglas. Yeah, he came up for appeal. Yeah, thanks, cuz. Yeah, he came up for appeal. Now, his attorney found out that they have scientifically checked his phone record and checked the phone company. And the metadata can't be changed. Everything is, and every time you make a phone call on your phone, you left a footprint. The metadata show that the man that he was supposed to be accused of murdered, there was a text message sent 6 weeks before the man was dead telling how and when the man was killed, chopped up fine, and and nobody won't find this man. So somebody made a text off the man's phone, dated the metadata, showing that it was made 6 weeks before the man was murdered. And after the man was incarcerated and in jail, and they have his phone in evidence, there was 3 more phone calls made from the man's cell phone. But now, they use all this evidence against this man and convict this man and give him life in prison, right? Now he's up for his appeal. Now, the state attorney don't want to come up and willingly say they made a mistake, because now they would be in trouble. When they was asked who made the phone calls on this man's phone while he was in jail, they said, this is what the state said, because the state worked with the police to set this man up. But this is the excuse they give to the judge why there was 3 phone calls made on the man's phone while he was in jail, and his phone's supposed to be in evidence. They say the phone called itself. So you mean to tell me the phone called itself 3 times? Have y'all ever heard that? Have your phone ever called you 3 times? Have you ever put your phone down and came back and the phone made 3 calls by itself? I'm not making this shit up, folk. I said, I'm not making this shit up. That's how wicked some folks can be in high places. Because this man is real talented. He got a large following. He's got a whole lot of folks looking up to him. He's going to be a powerful public figure in this world. These folks are so envious and grudgeful of him. They set him up. And
it's good to watch it unfold though too, Pete.
Huh?
It's good to watch that one unfold too. That case that you're speaking on.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't have a choice. People are like, it's about to get
But this is the excuse.
crazy.
This is the excuse that the state is trying to give to the judge why they convict this man of a murder. They ain't never found the body. Man phone mysteriously made 3 phone calls while he was in jail, while the phone was supposed to be in evidence.
Mm-hmm.
They saying that the damn phone called itself, or the phone dialed 3 numbers by itself. I ain't never seen a phone that fucking smart in my life. I heard about smartphone, but I ain't never seen no that smart that gonna just make 3 phone calls on its own without you hitting nothing, man. Come on now. You know what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
And all these falsified evidence they used to send this man to prison. But these folks don't like to they don't like to admit when they are wrong. And when you call them out on it, they're going to find every excuse in the book to make you look like a fool. It is the same thing with this case. Remember when I told you guys that I'm getting this computer and I'm going to be rolling on this case? They tried to knock me down. Do you know, until now, I don't know why my goddamn channel was taken from me. I just can't go live on it no more, Carlton 1. YouTube have not given me a reason why they took my channel up until this day. And up until this very day, I can show you Carlton 1 does not have any community strikes, have not have any community guideline violation. The only thing is I can't go live. I know there's folks who come up here on YouTube and act like they get special treatments up here. Like YouTube will give them special treatments over other YouTubers. I don't know how that works. I didn't know YouTube play favoritism with motherfuckers. I didn't know. But I'm just saying. You got folks who was paid to distract us off this case, to run it so far that people get disgusted with it, so it get to the point where everybody think it's a hopeless case, where everybody get to the point where everybody say, look, this is a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? Now they think they got the victory. Well, who want to fall back can fall back. The only thing I'm saying is fall back and do what you do, but don't discourage the next person who want to step up and do what they choose to do. Saying that to say this is the evidence is here. And the more we point out certain facts, the more we back up certain theories with certain facts, the more we embarrass certain folks because they looking at it. They saying, damn, we fucked up on that one. Damn right they fucked up on this one. Because there is no way these kids should be right here at this very moment, 5 o'clock in the morning, when in this report, it's saying that they returned the vehicle to Mrs. Teresa's house around 4 o'clock. Is this report number one? Let's go to report number one. I think it's let's take that down. Report number one. So we're gonna comb it through and be slow with it. We're not rushing it. Yeah, right here. According to this here report, according to this here report in plain big old black and white, it states approximately 0400 hours. Let's read it complete. The complainant also states that the friends came back to the complainant's home at approximately 0400 hours. The time might not be perfect, but it's someplace in the ballpark with the victim's mother's vehicle. Those friends were not at the scene at the time of this report. Okay? All right. Well, then again, now, I went to be nib nosing. I went as far as nib nosing to see why would they have these kids here 5 o'clock in the morning if that's the time they was really here. I went digging. And then I start to put two and two together. Feel me? I start to put two and two together. And I'm saying, okay, first of all, I won't even talk about the goddamn editing anymore because this is friggin' ridiculous. This is just so fucking ridiculous. I just don't know. But what did you say something? Andy, did you say something? Hello?
No, I didn't. Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's okay. Okay, Monifa have a they, she went this way with some shoes in her hands. They're gonna have her come back with the shoes in her hands. But there's some shit going on down here. There's some shit going on down here. Some terrible, crazy editing going on down here.
That looked like two people. Didn't
Yeah.
it for a second? That looks so weird. You see it? And then yeah, that was done. It looked like it was two people, Pete.
Where?
Right there. Like I know that's Monifa, but I don't know, man.
They done put a whole shitload of edit right here because to me it looked like Monifa is tugging something. Looks to me like she's tugging on something. She's trying to
Can we? This is the closest. We can go to that area, Pete.
blow it up on your device also. Um,
Hmm?
and blow it up on your device also.
Oh,
You know how to do that?
um, take a picture and just blow it up.
Because the thing is, because of the editing, it's showing it to you with the editing. The closer you get, the more edit you see. I actually want to see what she's doing. If I go all the way in, I won't be able to see what she's doing. You see what I'm saying? If I go in, I can go in with it, but I won't see what she's doing. So this is why I was saying to blow it up on your,
Look, they even added that thing on the wall, whatever that was. You see it?
the more I go in, the less I can see. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But even that, you see that they added that on the wall, whatever those two things are.
Everything is
Oh,
just being,
oh, everything over here, actually.
everything is just being super edited because the same way you seeing it from here, the same way you seeing it here is the same way you're gonna see it up close, except the edited is more emphasized. And you really, all you're seeing is the edit. All you're seeing is the block, the distortion. So to be fair with it, so that we don't have some folks, because everyone is looking for a way to discredit you here. That's the thing about Kanika. The paid folks who being paid to distract us, the job ain't never end for them. It's never over. The folks who, and then you have some folks who give up, I don't know, their spirit are transformed into something else.
Well,
So
Pete, is that excuse me, on the ceiling? Are those cameras? No. Yes. And then on the other side, where Monifa back is, what is a yeah? What are those things up there? Can we? Like, what is that?
we won't know. Zooming in is not going to make it no better in me.
I know, and I just want to like look at it.
It's not going to make it no better. You don't know what this is. It looks to me like a camera, but we don't know. It looks like a camera.
Let me take a picture. Let me do that. Because we would see that face right there. Like if it was, I'm saying like we're like you could see everything, and then on the other side as well, if that's what it is. I don't know. It's just like, what is it?
It's just edit. Just edit. Well, what I'm trying to show here is back here, it looks like Monifa is tugging something. And I just, that's just me now. My opinion is at this moment, this time, that the time, to me, the time would be right about 2:25, 2:26. Fuck this time right here. This time is saying 5 o'clock, right? In 50 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm picking up from this is the time is right about 2:25, 2:26. My reason of saying that is 2:24 is when we actually see Kanika walked out the elevator. When she got away around here, they got her knocked out some form of way. She was knocked out. That's where she get that concussion. That's where she had the swelling of the brain. She was knocked to sleep. They knocked her to sleep. Right here, if we want to say that these kids have any involvement, is they located Kanika. And they was trying to bring her to safety. Now, if you look, uh, Monifa is struggling with something back here. That's why you have all this editing back here. This is why you have all this editing. So you can't really see. Those two girls couldn't carry Kanika up them steps. Those two girls could not carry Kanika from here to no damn freezer. Not upstairs anyway. Okay? So I assume, making an ass out of you and me, that at this moment,
Look at this.
you see the editing? You see that's the Kanika's face right there. You see the editing? Do you see the editing? That is Kanika's face right there. Right here is Kanika. Shamaya is got Kanika on the upper torso, and Monifa is trying to control the lower portion of her body. You see? That is Kanika in here. Now they have the editing to where you can't see shit. But Shamaya have the upper portion of Kanika. And Monifa has the lower portion of Kanika. And they kind of walking like sideways. Shamaya back is facing us. Her back is facing us. Monifa is over here. Shamaya is here walking like a crab. Her back is facing us. See the edit? They put this edit here to hide the scene. Do you see it? Let me push it back and show you. They actually has Kanika at this moment. From this here distance, if you look, this is what you see. Now let's go in. They found Kanika laying back there. Now, as you can see, they edited it so you can't make out Jack. But you got Shamaya right here. You got Monifa over here. Kanika is in the middle. They struggling to try to get her up the ramp. Okay? Maya got the upper portion of Kanika, walking backwards and sideways. Excuse me, while Monifa got the lower portion of Kanika. If you look, you can see they edited it out to where you can see, so they don't say it's because we zoomed in why you can't see shit. Let's go back in. You know, let's go back in. Right here, they're gonna put Kanika down. Let me show you. They coming up the ramp right here. You know, Kanika is no lightweight. Those two girls could not get her up. So they put her down right here. They're gonna morph them now. See, you got the hologram. Now, if you look, you see Kanika's hand over here. And if you look, you see there's a hand over here. Let's go a little closer. There's a hand right here. There's a hand right here. Let me back it up. Let me make a step. Okay, you can see it better now. Let's go on in with it. Get this out the way. You can clearly see that they are toting something right here. They are toting something right here. And if you look right here, that's somebody's head. Okay, so they're going to settle down right here. And then they're going to morph them back to being themselves. Look, you see the hand? Zoom back out so y'all pay attention. Y'all can come back and investigate this on your own. Okay, now they're trying to make it look like she's coming forward, but that's when they're going to morph her back.
Yeah, because, like, where's her head? Just in this image alone, if this is supposedly Shemaya, she's huge as I don't know what. Not to say there's nothing wrong with being, you know.
Well, Shemaya is slim.
I know, right? So if this is supposedly her coming up the ramp, where's her head?
Well, right here is when they're going to set Kanika down. See?
This is crazy.
They set her down. Now they're going to morph her back. See that morph her and spin her around and make it look like Monifa is behind her? Kanika has been set down. So now they're going to leave her here because they need some help to carry her, but they still make it. They got Monifa with her shoes still. The time is now 5:01. They're going to get somebody to come and help them, but it's not going to work that day. Now let's play this and watch the time. The time is 5:01. Let's run it normal. Let's run it normal, 5:01. Let's see what happened here. Now, you know this can't be the right time. They got this guy here at 5:12. Because,
you know what, Pete?
yeah.
Well, unless these, maybe it is key to people that are in the hallway now, because I really think
You see, the thing is, they cut these, they splice the video. They splice the video to make it look like this is what's happening now. They still keep the time at 5:21. Maybe they would, maybe these guys were here at 5:21, 5:22. But the time that Shamira and Monifa was here was actually 2:30 something. So they splice it back to make the impossible look, make the possible look impossible. They make all this visualization, all this traffic. Why wasn't all this traffic here when Shamira and Monifa was here?
I think it was that beverage, that manager. I just
Here comes the security guard. If you watch my last video, you would put two and two together.
I know.
The last video where I lined those three videos up, if you watch that video, you see what I'm saying. Now, we ain't going to, I ain't done with the beverage manager yet. We just ain't got to him yet. It's one step at a time. Because if you all seen the last video that I made and point out the reason, now, the time, they got him walking here at 5:35, right? We know that's not true. This was right around. See, that's going to be, it's like I'm going to have to, let me pull up that video. I hope it don't act stupid. I hope that damn video don't act like an ass because let me see if I can pull it up and work it. Let's go to my channel. I think it's this one. I think it's this one.
It's just the nerve of them to try to match it up like we that dumb and wouldn't pick it up. That's the part that got me like, they got some issues with them.
Okay, I think it was right about here. Let's see if I can let's see if I can bring this up. Let me see if I can locate.
I mean, it's just so coincidental. Shamaya, they selected her with her blue top and black bottoms, and that manager with his blue top, black bottoms, same build, same.
I done showed you guys the time. This is the security guard, right? He was actually here at 2 o'clock. He's over here at 2 o'clock. If y'all look, pay attention to my screen. 2017, the 9th day, the 9th month, he was here at 2 o'clock. 2017, the 9th day, the 9th month, he was here at 2 o'clock. Now, they trying to say he was here at 5 o'clock. But if you all watch this video that I made previously, y'all would see where the time jumped back from 5 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So let's see if we can, let me see if I can play this video. Let me back it up a little bit. Let me back it up a little bit.
That's just crazy.
Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. That's when something crazy is going on, folk. 106 to 154, stop it. This is 151. All right. One won't let you set it. Then they're going to show him casually walking out of here. 152. Hold up. I've got to be able to set it. But it jumped to 154, 56. It won't let you put it in tune. 154, 56. You're going to see him walking out of here. They chopped out the hour out of here, but they won't let you, they didn't give it to you for you to line up the time. You can't line up the time. And this one's going to jump to 2 o'clock. 152:28. I'm going to show him walking out of here. 154:56. That's what I want. All right. Well, let's see. 154:56. If we can line it up some kind of way. They did that for a reason, folks. That's when they grabbed Kanika down here. They manhandling Kanika down here. They don't want you to see all of that. That's why they chop it out. That is why they chop it out. Kanika is missing from around 2 o'clock. It says that in the report. Okay? 2 o'clock, we have this motherfucker down here running like Speedy Gonzalez. Okay? After he casually walk out of here, 153. Okay, so we're going to start it at 154:56. 153:31. Watch the lobby. You're going to see the security guard slowly mosey his way out of the office. mosey down the steps. By the time he get down to the lower level, he's running 1,000 fucking miles per hour. Okay? And then we want to catch him in the passive elevator because we want to catch him when he run around to the passive elevator. What time that is? 1:58:13. Hold up. Damn, I was at 1:54:56, 58. Okay? And we're going to want to catch him in the passive elevator too. 1:54. Okay, there's Bree is looking for Kanika. Bree is looking for Kanika. You see Bree's just walking the lobby? Right now, Kanika is missing. Monifa tell Bree that Kanika is missing. Bree is looking for Kanika. She's in the lobby. Okay? Emo 1:54:56. Hold up. It starts at 1:54:56. Hold up, folks. 1:54:56. Let me back that one up. I'm gonna start it right at 1:54:56. 1:51. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. 2:52, 52. Two, 52, 52, 52, 53, 2001, 1:54:56. All right. Okay. So let's wait on it again. This is very important right here. We need to show this shit right here. When the security guard mosey out of the office, and then we're gonna see what he was doing over there by the front desk before he come out. Okay. This is gotta be patient when you catch him trying to, you know what I'm saying? We got some big fish we gotta fry over here. 1:54. We want 1:54:56. So we're gonna go ahead and start the passive elevator going. On 1:53:55. 2:00. This is when Kanika is missing. Okay, let's. What I'm saying is, you see the timestamp right here? The timestamp saying 2:00, right? Now, let's get this one. He came down here. Let's get this one over here in the passive elevator going at 2:00. 2:31. 2:31. Oh my God. He's over here at 2:00 with the thing to go try to get Kanika. Oh my God. 47, 46. But they fucked up. What I'm saying is, there's that glitch. I got to get out of here. They fucked up, folks. They have him now. That's how I know what time it was. They got him down here 5:35 when we proved that he was down here at 2:00. And even if I got to make another video to show you where the time switched back, showing you the right time that he was down here. Okay. They fucked up on the time right here. Didn't know we was going to pick up on it because they show him down here at 2:00, then having the time saying 5:57 over here. That lets me know what time the girls was down here. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Everything that I'm saying, I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Like I'm saying, nothing we not running no race over here. But this is how I get my facts. This is how I get my facts. So what I'm saying is, we got to line the videos up. Line the videos up to catch the motion of the people and observe the time and see how the time jumped from one end to the other to show what time, how in the hell they going to have him down here 5:00. Let's let it play out. They have him down here. Now it's 5:57, right? This is how I know what time the girls was down here. They changed the time to 5:00 when it was really 2 something. Then they change it back to 2:00 again. You feel me? They splice it in and splice it out to match the narrative, to try to match it up with the paperwork. But we need to dig deep enough and pay close enough attention to find these flaws and point them out instead of just watching videos and talking shit. If you see what I'm saying, though? We need to pay attention to the time, pay attention to what's being done, read the narratives, put two and two together, and add it up correctly. So now the time jumped to 6:02 now, right? 6:02. Well, let's check out something. Um, we got to study these videos. We got to study these videos. Now let's go back to where I would say, let's go back. Okay, let's go back to right here. All right. How I know this time is flawed? They let that girl down here at two. They put Kanika down here at 220, about 225. They put Kanika down over here at 225. See what I'm saying? Monifa and Shamaya put Kanika down over here at 225, 224, 225, right around there. They left her. She popped up out of nowhere. They didn't want to show us her actually getting up. They just showed us her popping up. We always was trying to figure out why on earth she just popped up out of the blue like that. She just what actually happened, she got up. She was laying down over here. She got up. That's why she just popped up. Now, like I said, when you speak the truth, the people who know the truth will recognize the truth.
That makes sense, and that would explain all that edit over there in that corner.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The people who knows the truth, when they hear the truth, they will recognize the truth and they will jump for joy. By the time they would come back, Kanika was toted. To me, is when she got up, is somebody yanked her up. She really didn't actually get up on her own. They yanked her up. She had help getting up because right here she's being tugged, pulled, pushed, and everything else to go along with it. You know, because if you pay attention here, you would see that she is struggling to go up the steps. If you pay attention here at this very moment, Kanika is in distress, crying, screaming, and all that other stuff. But she's all doped up and hurt. And she's trying to make her way this way up the steps. But someone has her right here. Somebody have her. They pulling, pushing. She's trying to get away, but somebody hold her. Can't you
And
see?
you can see the images. Yeah, you see it on a wall and on like both sides.
Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
can't go where she wants to go. She wants to go up these steps. Now you can see different colors here. Let me
Mm-hmm.
back it up. You can actually see some of the colors of the people, the clothes that the people had on.
Mm-hmm.
There is somebody with a red outfit on. There's somebody with a red outfit on, and there is somebody with a white outfit on, and there is somebody in a black outfit on. That's being edited out right here. Let me see if I can go back. Let me go back a little bit. Got to pay close attention, folks. Okay, pay close attention. So what I'm saying is right now she's being led
Oh,
someplace.
you could see it clear at that moment. What you just showed, it was like a 1, 2, 3, like a step. Did you see that 1, 2, 3 step?
Hey,
Oh,
let
I can't explain it. Like,
me go
but
back. Let's go back. We're not in no hurry here. Like I said, that's why I wish I have more eyes up here. More eyes is better than two. You see what I'm saying? More eyes is better than two. So what we need to do here is pay attention because you know there's a whole lot of editing going on. Whole lot of editing going on. Excuse me, right here. Why do you think they got it this discombobulated? Look, why do you think it's this? Why do she look like a ghost? They trying to show her image and not showing what's around her.
There's got to be a camera too. Like, there's no way.
Right?
Yes. What I mean, what could they possibly say that is?
I'm believing you right, Indy, but that camera was later removed because they should have a camera around here.
Right. You going down a
Yeah, yeah.
late night children? Come on now.
I believe you might be right, Indy, but you know they done
I
remove
know. Put that gloss on the back wall. I see it. Mm.
is this program. I'm gonna have to find out why this program is
Well, let me say it appears. We don't want to say it actually is. It looks like it could be.
right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you pay attention, look, there's too much shit going on here, man. You see? Too much shit going on right here in this little area. You see it? You see it?
Hmm.
Too much shit. And they want to make sure you can't see.
Yeah, but you still can see. You can see the pants. You can see it. You can still see it.
That's what they want you to see.
But even from here, it looks like it.
You know, that's what they want you to see.
You can see her. What is that? Her bra?
She got
Mm.
there's at least three people beside her right here. Somebody has white on, somebody has black on, and somebody has red on. Now pay attention. But they can't really show her because in order to get the images out that's around her, that's why she's looking like this. Now you can see the colors.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the colors of the folks around her. See, that's what you're looking at. From a distance, you're thinking it's normal, but let's go in. That's what you actually looking at. They can't show you a clear picture of her because that's how they get the other folks out. Right now, if you look closely, one of them gave themselves away. She's trying to come this way. Somebody's tugging on her at the moment. Somebody, but
Mm-hmm.
she don't want to move. She's a fighter. She don't.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is actually tugging her right now, but she don't want to move. They're pulling her. Now she finally gave. Right? She's trying to stay close to the wall. See the person in the red
Yeah,
outfit?
you can see the red through. Yeah, you can.
And if you look, you see the person in the white outfit. That's the big ass motherfucker back there too. There's a big son of a bitch back there. And they trying to hide these folks. They trying to hide them, folks. They trying to hide them. So evidently, see, she wants to come this way, but they pulling it. She's being yanked. You see somebody yanked her?
Yeah, and you can see it right there. If you what is right there, you can see the color and it's split.
She's yanked over to the left. That's why she make that big step. She's being yanked over this way, but she's still trying to find her way back to the right. but she's being forced. Now you see the outline of the person in the black outfit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making this up, folks. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I don't wear binoculars for no reason. I don't wear binoculars for no reason, folks. She's trying to come towards the steps. See, she's stepping towards the steps. Then she's going to be yanked again to the left. Bam, you see? She's going to be yanked again, pushed to the left. Look, you can see right now she's crying for help. To me, it seems, I don't want to make it up.
What's that?
It
Can
seems
you pause it right there? Let me
like
take a picture of that.
your hand over her face. But look at this right here. Does that look normal?
Wait, that's what I said. Let me get a picture.
Does that look normal, folk?
Shoot. Oh, yeah, stay back there. Okay. Sorry, that was probably really loud.
Does that look normal? All she's supposed to have on is jean pants and jean shirt, right? Jacket, right? What's all this extra shit? For real though, for real and the for real side. What is all this extra shit? So you can see she's trying to go towards the steps. She's trying to go up them steps. You see? She's trying to go up the steps, then she's going to be yanked to the left. I'm not making it up, folks. Pay attention. She's trying to go to the steps, to go up them steps. She's being tugged to the left. Do you see? Both pushed and tugged to the left. That's why she made this outrageous step right here, because she's been yanked over to the left-hand side. She's not doing this willingly, folks. She's not doing this willingly. Pay attention, you see? That's why it looked like she's walking all drunk like that there and not falling. All those extra moves and not falling. If she was by herself, she'd have been hit the floor a long time ago. She's being directed at this moment. So this would be right about the 225 time about when she was missing. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, that step, peep. Oh, let me get. I should have got a picture of then. I know you can't go one step back, but let me just get that.
What you trying to see?
It was like heads, or
Where?
before she took this step, the one step back.
Right here?
Yes, it's like, but I know you can't. See, we have to go. Oh, see.
You see, watch her movements. See, she's been yanked and tugged and pushed. You see? You see it? Yanked, tugged. Okay, so right here, right? What do you want to see?
It wasn't.
Was it further back?
No. She didn't do it yet. So I'm just looking now.
Let me go closer.
Yeah, can we?
More.
Okay, now I just want to from right here. Can we just watch her?
If you notice, she's screaming her ass off, but they hiding her face. She's crying for dear life right here. Being directed.
It's like, what is that?
Where?
Like, I'm gonna take a picture. I know what it's they're trying to make it seem like, but that's not what I saw.
Got to remember that she's not by herself.
I know. So that's. Let me just take that picture. Okay, I'm good. That looks so weird.
Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Folks, she's not by herself right here.
Even from here, it looks crazy. Take another picture of that.
You can see. But what I want us to do
Mm.
is pay
Mm-mm.
attention to this picture frame over here to the right. And the minute you guys see something, I need you all to let me know. Right here where my mouse is. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Pay attention to this picture frame. Why are we having movements in here now? Let me go back a little bit. Okay. Before we do that, let's see if we can catch a face real good right here. Let's see if we can catch a face right here. They're gonna morph in the actress face here for a second. That's crazy. Every step she makes, she have a different face. But let's pay attention to this picture frame. Okay, she's here. Now we're gonna start have movements in this picture frame.
Oh, yeah. Well, they would say that's that editing.
There is something going on, and they have too many editing shit going on in this picture frame because she's here.
Yeah, I see the movements.
All this extra movements in here, there's actually something coming across here, right here.
Right. Can you zoom in? I know you want to look at her too. I know this is like, but maybe we might see an image off the.
But I was trying to see her distance.
Oh, I know. That's why I said but you can see the movement. Yeah, you can see it.
You see, then we only paying attention to one
I
thing
know.
I want to see because she's here and we have she's all it like she's already passed.
Mm-hmm.
Movements, if we was paying attention to the movement, she's here, but her image already passed through the
Right. And I saw that too.
that's impossible. It's not a mirror, it's just a picture frame with a glass in it.
Right. But the reflection off of it.
Now they're going to edit out her real images going through. Excuse me. Right here, you see she's been pushed, pulled. Actually, it seems to me like it's more than three people with her because they have that actress girl here also that they can morph in whenever they feel like. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
So she's actually being pushed against this wall, being pushed, forced to go this way. So this would be right around 2:26 in the morning. Okay? Because if she comes off the elevator at if she comes off the elevator at 2:24, by 2:26 with all the stuff went on down over there, she would be there's no way she can be here at 3:26. Let's go back into something. I think this report number 2. Let's go back to report number 1. Um, report number 1. Let's look at report number 1 again. Let's see if we can point out something else. Was it on report number 1? Unless did I miss it? Let's see. Report number 1. Was it report number? That's why we gotta. All right. Let me see. Okay, let's the components further. The friends left side key cell phone. 1:30 hours. The complainant states the last time contact was made. Okay, let's read number 1 again. One to complainant. Let's see. Let's say let me what's the name? Victims the victim entered in the lead. Okay. Let's victim already checked out. Okay. Was it report number 2? 1? Okay, let's see. Not see. I think it was report number 2, right? All right, let's go to report number 2. Okay. Let's see something here. Let me blow through this right fast. And 926. Go back, get her keys. Phone said her friends told Jenkins waited in the hallway when came back. Okay, all righty, okay, all right. Now let's start right here. Jenkins waited outside the hallway, and when they came back out, she was gone. Blank said Jenkins did not have her phone because she left it in the hotel room. Blank advised her friends last saw Jenkins in the hallway on the ninth floor around 2:30. 2:30, right? If she was last seen on the ninth floor at 2:30, say even if we won't go as far as said she was dragged into the elevator, but she might have took the elevator down, okay? We saw her on a Vivotech footage coming out the elevator at 2:24. So 2:30. They might be a little bit off on the time, but they ain't that far off. Blank advised her friends. Last saw Jenkins in the hallway on the ninth floor around, that's around, not exact, around 2:30. So that makes it feasible when we saw her came out the elevator at 2:24. Does that make sense to you? You see what I'm saying? Hello? Indy?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm pointing out is all this other times. So, and the key thing you got to put in evidence is, regardless if she came out the elevator 3:24 or 2:24, is the time it took her from the elevator to disappear around the freezer area. We got to keep emphasizing that until somebody come up with a legitimate explanation, because they said she was walking around the hotel for over an hour. I do not see how you can get over an hour out of 7 minutes. Because it doesn't matter if she came out the elevator at 2:24 and disappeared by the freezer at 2:32. I saw that with my own two eyes over out of Vivotech surveillance. But then they want to bump it up an hour and say she came out the elevator at 3:24, say call it 3:25, and disappeared about the freezer, say about 3:32. That's 7 minutes. So when somebody can come up and explain to the world how she was walking around the hotel for over an hour, you saw her. That's why I'm wondering about that attorney that Mama T has, because the attorney, I remember him said it out of his mouth. I'm going to have to pull it up. He saw her on surveillance walking over the hotel for over an hour. Did he say that, or did he say they say that? I need to go check him out again, because I don't know what the hell where they find that Jack in the Box attorney from. I'm saying though, the only time we can see her say when she disappeared was they claim she stepped out of some passive elevator between the time of 2:24 and disappeared at 3:32. Then they changed the time and said she came out the elevator at 3:24, between 3:24 and 3:25, and disappeared by the freezer at say about 3:32. That's 7 minutes anywhere in the world you try to do to count it up at. So that's only 7 minutes. So whenever they can come and explain to the world where an hour come from, they don't have no talk around here. This case ain't gonna close around here. You can't close no case that like that around here. I don't give a fuck who wanna say you're not in no position to close no fucking case like that. She walks from the elevator, disappeared by the freezer in 7 minutes. Okay? 7 minutes. Now all this extra shit, I don't give a fuck what position you is, who you are. This case ain't closed. You feel me? Until you can multiply, until you can get an hour out of 7 minutes, I don't want to hear no more shit. Where you get an hour from where she's walking around the hotel for an hour? Where you see her and civilians walking for over an hour? when you show me her coming out of an elevator and disappearing to a freezer that y'all claim she was found dead in 7 minutes. Who the fuck? These are the shit we got to point out to the world. No man is bigger than no man. I don't give a fuck. Any man who in any position want to come and fight against me with this here, he gonna lose his fucking position. You're gonna lose your position. That's all I'm saying. Until you can make it make some kind of sense to me, you can't talk to me. I don't give a fuck what position you is. I don't give a fuck what corporal, what sergeant, what precinct, who the fuck you is. You ain't got no talk around here. No outlaw can't talk to me. No outlaw can't talk to me. Point blank. Because facts is facts. The report ain't gonna be all the way correct, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of being correct. And the evidence is no other way around the evidence. Somebody was murdered. Somebody turned up dead. You feel me? So we looking at time. We're looking at their little games they play. And are we gonna shame the devil? You see? And we're gonna take it little by little like this here. I'm not gonna stretch this video out. So Indy, what do you want to say? We're gonna line up for the next one. Because the thing is, if it doesn't make sense, you can't make it make sense.
No, I like the matching. I like taking the reports and matching it to what they put out.
But that's the
It's
way.
a great job. I'm sorry, I was a little dozing, a little tired.
Tired out. You don't went and wear yourself out. Like, not went and party like it's 1999.
Ah, you gotta do it, Pete. But no, I think this is good. Really good.
So
But you know me. Can we go back here? Can we look at that?
no, we're gonna comb
I
through.
don't mean to do that. It's just
We're gonna comb through it, and then whenever we comb through it, I like to have a little chit chat. That's why we have that phone to call in, to chit chat a little bit. Just try to keep it. We ain't trying to stretch it out. What I gotta do is make sure, like now we can move on through the reports, finish out the reports, and try to line them up with the videos, seek out the videos, and this is not a rehearsing thing. This is just a thing that we need to be persistent and be diligent with what we doing. Is to The thing is, like I'm saying this, somebody somewhere, they don't like embarrassment. Crown Plaza, the more you talk about Crown Plaza, the less business they'll get. We giving them bad advertisement in Rosemont. So they'll pay any amount of money to pay folks to come up here to farm YouTube channels to distract motherfuckers off the Kanika case. Because the more they can shut us down, they can sleep easy at night. Business haven't been fun for them since the Kanika case. You feel me? It's all about money to them. So they will spend any amount of money to get us to shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna shut us up, folks. That's what they think they can bully everybody. You can't bully the whole world. You bully Mama T, you bully the kids, you bully everybody up there in Chicago. You can't bully the world, folks. You can't bully the world. And all your money ain't gonna save you. All your money ain't gonna save you because there's some folks you can't pay off. Some folks are money hungry. They ain't never seen no money before. So you can pay those folks off. But you can't pay folks off who are used to shit, who don't worry about shit. You see what I'm saying? This ain't the time when you can pay the whole world off, folk. There is some folk out here you can't pay off on this. If it only take 2 YouTubers to ride this out to the end, or 1 YouTuber to ride this out to the end, we ain't gonna make life easy for you, folk. It ain't gonna be easy for you because now you're trying to run commercial to advertise your Crown Plaza. People have been found in your freezer, man. People found that in your freezer and you try to throw it out the window. It ain't gonna work, folk. So all them other folks who ain't never used to $2, who think that they can take $2 and shut up and shut the rest of folk up and it's okay, it ain't gonna work around here. So now, but folks, if y'all do want to, if any of y'all want to call in and say anything before we go, feel free to call in, man. Feel free to voice your opinion because I'm not rushing it, folks. We're gonna take it step by step. We're gonna roll it. I'm saying though, we don't have to make the videos 20 hours long, 8 hours long, unless we really chose to. We're just coming up here and we're going to present the facts as we see the facts. Present the evidence as we see the evidence. Y'all know the number. That's the number there. If you feel like calling in, you can call in, say hello to Indy. And that number again is 515-604-9607. And make sure you use your access code is 217318. So, like I said, we've been here long enough. If you want to ask a question, you can come up and ask. If I miss something, you can come up and say something, speak on it. You know what I'm saying, though? You see, it's awfully funny how you'll have some channels just about bullshit and have 50 folks call in. But like we over here ready to get up and light the fire to this shit, and folks don't want to call in. But it's all good though. Me and Indy, we got this. We got this though. But I would love to have the folks participate, man. That number will never change. So we're gonna say shout out to the family before we shut it down tonight. Indy, you want to holler at the folks? Indy,
I'm sorry.
say good night to the folks.
Good night, chat box. I'm so sorry.
I might come back
I'm
and play
so
some
tired.
while you take your butt to bed. For real though. I
Well,
might.
when you stay out all night into the next day, just kind of sleep creeps in. So that's what's happening. So I do apologize. But
I know you've been working hard and partying hard though. What y'all young folks do anymore?
you gotta do both.
I ain't gonna stop you. My business. So, folks, nobody is above the law. Some folks think they are though. But like I tell you, that story that I told y'all earlier is a true story. This fella is up on appeal right now with all bogus evidence on him. They sent this man to prison with all bogus evidence, all makeup set up shit. And he,
Oh, thank you, GC Fletch. But even with that case, people, I'm watching that. That's like unfolding nicely.
And even when the evidence is presented to them and their own faults are being pointed out to them, now I've never seen an excuse like this before. When
Mm.
the judge asked, how did this man phone made 3 phone calls while he was incarcerated and this phone is supposed to be in evidence? Their excuse is, well, the only thing they can say, the phone might have made the calls itself. Now, I have never in my whole entire heard nothing like this. I mean, the whole world should be laughing behind the whole courtroom on bus out laughing, grinning like, what the fuck? This is the state's evidence. The phone dialed itself, called out itself 3 times. You know what I'm saying though? So that goes to show you that these folks is how they want it to go. You ever see where somebody turned up dead and the police said, well, I had to kill him because he had a gun?
I'm sorry, Pete. JT wants your email address.
Who is that?
JT.
I don't know JT.
She's been in your chat. She's on.
Um, oh, the email address.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, peepscoop995 at gmail.com. Peepscoop995 at gmail.com. Got it? So I'm gonna come back and
Play some music.
play some music after this, you know. But like I'm saying though, folks, that phone should be free. Even when I'm playing music up here, if y'all feel like calling in, y'all can call in. So that number again is right here. That number will never change. But you have to have the access code to come in. Just follow the instructions. We're gonna get down to business over here.
You never stop, Pete.
You know,
It's always been that way.
the thing is not I'm not here to follow no trend. You know, I'm not in the competition thing. I'm not saying I'll look and I'll observe and see what other folks doing, but I don't feed into it because first of all, I don't know these folks. These folks don't know me. So, you know, I didn't come up here to get to know them. You know, they have no interest to me. The only interest I'm up here for is Kanika and showing love to the family.
Well, keep leading from with your heart, Pete. People will follow.
You know,
You can tell the difference. You can tell.
here to worry about the followers and the likes and all that there. It's about putting something up here that really makes some kind of sense that can make a difference. And one thing you got to remember, nothing in this world is impossible. So I appreciate y'all joining us and tune in a few. I'm gonna come back and just play some music. It's a Saturday night, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And if you want to come back up, India, I will send you an invite. So if you wake up from your nap, you can hop up. Anybody,
It's the mood. It's like raining over here. It's quiet. I got the music.
we could have a chit chat sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now that folks can communicate. But folks, I believe in myself. If you all believe in what I'm doing, go ahead and put some fire in the chat for me. You know, that's the only encouragement I ask. If y'all see where I'm going with it and see my angle, and if it makes any kind of sense to you, just go ahead and throw some fire in the chat for me because that's for Kanika. You know what I'm saying, though? I got to be true to myself. You're welcome, Lakita. And I don't want you guys to be so shy, man. Y'all make me feel bad, man. Y'all treat me like a stepchild, like y'all don't even want to come up and associate with a fool.
That's not true, Peep. They came up today.
Yeah, but you know me.
Yes. Look at him. He's a mess.
Got the cousins up in here. Thanks, Indy, for rocking with me, man.
You're welcome, Peep.
Thank you.
He's gonna see you in a few because it's gonna go.
Uh,
It'll be like 2 hours later. He'll be like, "I'm gonna come back."
no, for real though. Let me close this out and come back with for real. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back and just play some music, man.
Hey, Lakita J.
All right, cuz,
All
and
right, cause
yeah, I'm gonna close out and
shout
come.
out Letha Brawley.
And if y'all
Uh,
feel like singing, y'all got that number. Can call up.
yes, Peep. Now you can get your open mic the way you wanted it,
You think
or karaoke or whatever.
should work, shouldn't it?
Should work. That's what you said. That's what you said.
I don't see no reason why it shouldn't.
Well, you'll see.
I'm gonna send you back an invite, Indy. So if you doze off when you wake up, the invite be there for you to jump up. All right,
Yeah, if that happens, please mute me, Pete, quick.
I got you.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Nah, you tired. We understand that, man. We understand. You got to do what you got to do. We
No,
don't
it's just I be working hard, and then like I said, summertime. I try to hang out and do all of that, and
just don't get in no trouble, man.
no. Then I did accomplish a goal for my mom, like rest in peace, because I wanted to like do a scholarship and like sponsor a young person to go to college. So I did accomplish that, and that was a lot of work. So I'm so happy. So that was a lot of my time too, but it's worth it.
Sure enough, worth it when you can take care of you, man.
So
When you
it's like at least that person can use it maybe to pay their dorm or something or a couple books, whatever it is. But because my mom was in education, it's like I wanted to link up with a school and do it the right way. So that was work, but I'm so happy. So we'll be busy. Busy, busy, busy.
so let's come back and turn the house out.
Yeah.
Let's come back and turn the house out. Yeah. I hope you wasn't out there partying with none of them crazy jitterbugs last night.
I sure was. It was so much fun though. You
Trying to,
gotta do that too, Pete.
trying to get me started.
What? You know you like that bass. You heard that bass.
You think folks don't get jealous around here?
No.
Started.
Mm-mm. What? Oh, thank you. Where's the love?
I think it's that jitterbug you hanging out with. I said, let me catch that jitterbug you hanging out with. You hear? Think we playing? Okay, I'll be back, folk. Indy, I'm gonna send you an invite, okay?
2 hours later.
Oh man, here we go. 2 hours later. That's the
Yeah.
wrong.
It's
Okay,
the, it's the
okay.
red button. It's the
That's,
red
okay.
button.
Be back, cuz.